Hello, my friends, and welcome. Welcome back. Yes, it's Friday, and it's time for that wonderful segment, The Older Man's Random Reviews.
The older man random review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes, let's get into it. So, group of random videos you guys send me during the week that you would like an older man's opinion, just to put some highlight on it. So I'm here to just put my little 2 cents worth on it. All right, without further ado, let's do it. Let's get into the first video.
Time in our nation's history, a 30-year-old man or woman isn't doing as well as his or her parents were at 30. That is the social compact breaking down. People aged 30 to 34, 60% of them in 1990 had one child. Now it's 27%. People are opting out of America. They're not optimistic about it. They're not having kids. Young people aren't having sex. They're not meeting. They're not mating. The pool of emotionally and economically viable men shrinks every day, which lessens household formation. So we have a real issue. Young people are enraged. So it turns every cut, every movement into an opportunistic infection because, quite frankly, they are just pissed off. They look up, they see wealth, exceptional wealth across my generation and people in certain industries, and they are really struggling. Their purchasing power is going down, and the incumbents create artificial scarcity on campus. We take pride in rejecting 90% of our applicants, so the incumbents who already have a degree see their degree go up in value. We get very concerned about housing and traffic once we own a housing. Housing permits are sequestered from young people. Housing prices have gone from $290 to $420 in the last 4 years. So a young person, a house, stocks that I don't own skyrocket in value. Let's have COVID relief and flush the markets and take assets way up, because if 1 million people dying would be bad, it would be tragic if I got less wealthy. And we're doing it on their credit card. Young people have every reason to be enraged, and every issue they see, they look up, they get angry, and they see someone doing better than them. And then every day it is speedballed in their face that they are failing, that they are not doing as well as everyone around them. We have lost the script. Our kids are more anxious and more depressed and more obese and more addicted. And we have made a purposeful decision to let this happen by ensuring the people around this table stay wealthy at the cost of young people.
Woo, that's a lot to unpack. But he has a point. But this is no different from my generation. We had our same problems. I had the same problems when I was a teenager. I looked at the extreme wealthy and I just said, Jesus, man, how the hell I can do it on my dime, on my wealth right now? I had to struggle, but I did. I freaking struggled. Got a job, worked my ass off since I was a kid. Started my first job earning money when I was 10 years old. Nowadays, they tell the young generation, oh, that's child labor. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do this. Oh, you can't. So all we've done, we've coddled 2 generations of kids and literally just said, hey, here's some free money. Here's free this. Here's that. We have now raised a generation of very soft men and women. And I always go back to that one expression, that one maxim. Good times, which we're in right now.
Good times create weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Strong people create good times. That's the history of the world over and over and over again.
And the cycle just keeps repeating itself. We are in soft times. What has happened is we have been through a very soft period. And this has created a generation of very soft people. We've told women, hey, you can go out and spend your money and don't worry about it. Now they're in deep debt. Hey, we're going to give you education. You could go out and do whatever you want. 80% of the consumer debt are held with women. Men can't get a proper job. Artificial intelligence and technology is taking all the great jobs. Most of these women are highly educated with useless degrees. And I can go on and on. You know the problems. But how do we solve it is how I always like to look at these things. And I am telling you, all of you that are watching this channel, the only way you can solve it is to solve it yourself. Find your own solutions in this environment. If the rules of war has changed and the enemy is no longer using bow and arrows and spears. They're using guns. You better go out there and learn how to freaking shoot a cannon. You better learn how to make bombs, my friend. That's a metaphor for when shit gets tough, you gotta get tougher. That's it. I'm gonna make it quick. I don't want to drag this out on each subject because I want to cover a bunch of subjects today. But gentlemen, that's all you can do. Women, stop spending more than you're earning. Men, go out there and keep the hustle going. If you're sitting on your couch and letting all the opportunities fly you by, that's your fault. That's it in a nutshell.
Be careful what you name your children. Giving a child the wrong name could be a disadvantage economically for the rest of their life. A recent survey of potential employers said the more ethnic or urban names sound, the less likely they'll even consider employing them. They throw those applications right in the trash. Got to know what a name means. My name is Daryl. That means beloved. My manager's name is Gary. That means warrior. Daquan means not hiring. People always go, what about Barack? He had an ethnic name and he ascended to the presidency. Well, Barack had two things behind his name a lot of motherfuckers don't, like Harvard and graduate. You got that behind your name. It don't matter what's in front of you. Your name is Daquan and you went to DeVry. Get ready to drop a lot of fries.
That is so true, man. It is true. It is true. And listen, it's not only in the American culture. I can tell you, over here in Dubai, you are judged on where you're from, okay? When I was working full-time in the photography industry, I used to work with a very good friend of mine who was highly qualified as a fine art photographer. I learned all of my photography skills from YouTube and a few random instructors here and there. Just picked it up myself, just kept going at it because I loved it. From the time I was 18 years old, I loved it. So it was passion for me. The point is that he was Indian and I'm considered British. Guess who had no problems getting the higher amount for the same damn job? When we quoted and they heard his accent versus my accent, his price dropped 33%. Mine, I can negotiate up. That's the problem. So we all have different struggles in different societies. The point is, make the best you can do out of what you have been given. If Daquan knows that he's going to be at a disadvantage, he better be a damn good entrepreneur or he better have a damn good degree so that when they call Daquan and it has a Harvard behind it or a Howard or whatever university it is, that just negates his name. And when he step in, he don't have dreads, he don't have tattoos on his face, he's in a tight suit, he speaks well, no ghetto shit. That's what's going to change his past. The problem I have with a lot of the young generation is they think people have to change for them. They think that the system has to change to accommodate their happiness and their disadvantages. Hell no. Your mindset must be, I must be able to adapt to whatever I need from that person, from that business. Oh, you want me to do some dancing? I need that money? Shit, I'm going to dance. I'm going to dance until I no longer have to dance. That's it. This idea that I gotta, you can't do that. You can't say that to me. The laws, they say that you can't say that to me. You gotta give me a job because no, the world does not bend to you, my friend. You have to bend to it first until you no longer have to bend. Take it from an older man. Let's go to the next one.
Don't even fucking talk to me.
Simple. Lose some freaking weight, you fat bastard. That's all it is. Okay? Lose some bloody weight. Your dog shouldn't take you for a walk. Okay? There's nothing else to it. The thing is, men can tell each other this. Okay? There is no way that this man should be functioning at this weight, having his dog pull him around. There's nothing more insulting than that. I mean, I don't know if it's staged or not, because the mud around his face looks a little bit too nice in the right places. Looked like it was placed by hand, but it is funny. I've seen this happen before, actually. That's a strong-ass dog. But lose some weight, for Christ's sake, gentlemen. Never, ever, ever have your pet walk you. Never.
Mother, father, children.
Right. And in order for men to have wives and children, and have a family, they must have women who think like wives. Women like you think like individuals and baby mamas. And a fractured mind is useless to a man who wants to build. Men who are looking to build cannot plant their seed in contaminated soil.
I feel like as the Black community, we were doing way better before.
We were doing way better when our women understood their role. And
before
integration. And this right here,
it's not
integration is before you guys chose yourselves over the community. So now it's time for Black men to choose themselves over you. This is why Black men, you need to understand. You cannot choose a woman who does not want to be your partner. That's the bottom line. I'm being honest, ma'am. You had just like you chose the man you chose. You also had men who were suitable that you likely didn't choose.
No. We know it's true. The nice guy she put on the back burner. Pookie and Ray, that slammed that down nicely. That's what she's complaining about. Women love to complain about the men. They love playing the victim role. Woo, man. If you guys have watched my video that I posted last night on me explaining how I feel in my marriage, you will learn a lot about marriage. Please go and watch it. But it's amazing when you go into the comment section and you read some of the people's comments, especially the men who've gone through divorce. A lot of these men are hurt. They would never do it again. And it really feels disappointing to see how so many men have given up. But on the other hand, when I watch shit like this, I can't blame them. Because the majority of women no longer want to be partners. They don't want to be a wife. They're looking for a wallet. That's it. They're only looking to see what they can get. And like I explained in my video last night, you, ladies, you have to think about what you can contribute to a man. Men, what do? You have to see how you can contribute to a woman. But men, we have already been conditioned to think that way. Women haven't. They're just thinking about what I can get. And when they have sucked a man dry, they disappear. They're looking for the next victim. That's called a parasite. Most modern women are parasites. There, I said it. There's no other way to say it. I'm going to give you an example of how men think, okay? I watched this show, the Pop the Balloon show. Just listen to this gentleman and this interaction with this woman here.
I'm used to a dominant woman. I feel like you are it's easy kind of coming to you to belittle women a little bit. I understand where you're coming from with everything that you do, and I saw the last episode, but you do come off as arrogant. Confidence is cool, but know the difference a little bit.
Oh wow.
What you gonna say about my tooth, bro?
Why would I want a dominant woman when I'm the dominant one?
Go ahead. There can't be,
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want.
Okay.
Oh, wow. When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Next.
Bro is Shakespeare.
Yo, bro.
And,
look how you looking at her, bro.
And once upon a time.
The brother brought it home nicely. Men are the prize. And these women don't get it. They have been fed this crap from the beginning. Women always understood that men were the prize. They knew if they got a man to take care of all of her needs, he was the prize. It just blows my mind that women think that I'm going to get the best man ever that every other woman wants, right? He's going to pay this, he's going to pay that, he's going to give me a soft life. I'm just going to do what nature does and pop out a few kids. And I need a nanny, and I need the washing machine, and I need all the perks to make my life soft. And then I am still the prize. How the hell does that make sense? Please tell me how the hell that makes sense. What is it that the man gets then? Because we know that the punani is going to actually dry up once you get married. The variety of it is going to disappear after we get married. And so I want to follow it up with this next video that sort of brings it home so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. This man says it best.
No woman in my life ever lost sleep about putting me in a nicer, safer home, a nicer neighborhood. No woman ever thought about taking me away on a nice sunny vacation to recharge or relax. No woman thought about making more money so I don't have to call someone else boss. No woman ever took out $1 million life insurance policy on herself so I wouldn't struggle if she dies. Women, not all, but most, have no clue or give a shit about the sacrifices men make and what comes natural to us to create a nice life for them. Going back to the beginning, men are friggin' amazing. We are builders. And cheers to all my fellow builders.
And that is a fact. How many women think, oh yeah, I gotta work hard so I can take my man on a good vacation? How many women have you ever heard say that? Oh, I need to work hard so I can move my man and my kids into a new neighborhood because I don't like this neighborhood. I need to work my ass off so I can do that. How many women you hear say that? Oh, I need to go and buy a life insurance because if I pass away, I need to make sure that my man and my kids are taken care of. How many women you hear say that? Be honest with yourselves. Don't bullshit me. That's what men think about constantly. How the hell I'm going to make my wife feel more comfortable? That's it. And why do women leave? Because I'm not happy. Because the requirements you place on men are so outrageous. You're always comparing yourselves against other people and other people's life. Most of it on social media. So you're seeing a combination of everybody's life in all aspects thrown at you all at once. And you think that that is what you should get. Not realizing that, hey, you're seeing Cindy and you're looking at her vacation that she's the first vacation she's had in 2 years. The next time you swipe, you're seeing Rosemary and she's on this fine dining restaurant and her husband is there giving her a cheers because it's her birthday. Then you swipe again and you see Marianne and she is sitting in some nice hotel because she got a day off because her husband was kind enough to give her a break from the kids. And you see all of this in one day. Not realize Marianne, that's the first time she's had a freaking break in 3 years. Because that's all the husband can afford. Once in 3 years, I can do that for you, baby. The rest of the time, the money has to go into the school fees, the freaking mortgage, the insurance, the taxes, the babap, the this, the that. Now I can get to scrape up a little money. That's what you get. But guess what? You, my dear, is seeing all of these things combined in every single swipe that you do. And you thinking, why am I not getting the vacation, the days off, the this, the nice car, the this, the that, all of the things that you're seeing in combination in one swipe. Then you put that shit on your husband. Why I don't get this, I don't get that, I don't get this. And then you complain to the rest of freaking women that are in the same bloody sites. Yeah, I saw that, child. Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't get that either. I don't know why we're hanging around these old broke ass men. And guess what? You broke up, you leave your man because this is the crap that you see. Then, now you're a baby mama out on the street trying to get it from another man. And you do rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's go to the next one.
He's so cute.
I hate these videos where we highlight the craziness and the nut jobs out there when it comes to women and the childish behavior and the level of neuroticism. Is that the word? They're neurotic, right? And you just say to yourself, it has become almost a joke. But the problem is a lot of women do this shit seriously. And society thinks that it's normal. I wonder what he did to her. He must have done something bad to her. Yeah, he didn't text her back. That's what it stemmed from. That's the kind of crap that we have to deal with as men. Now, imagine if a man did that. Just imagine if a man conducted that behavior. Even if it was a skit, what would he face? I am sick and tired of seeing so many of these skits where men are being abused by women. You know, get back in that effing kitchen. Throwing himself across the kitchen counter to get to wash the dishes. We have made female violence become normal. It's disturbing. No one says anything about it. But the second you show any skit that shows any indication of a man being violent against a woman, oh, that's unacceptable. That you shouldn't even joke about that. That is disgusting. Hey, you should be canceled. Just like the single mom guy right now. They're trying hard to get him canceled because I'm a Single Mom song. Yeah, it hit a lot of nerves for these women. They're trying to get him canceled on TikTok, on YouTube. They're trying hard. But God forbid, if you tell a man that you're going to burn his clothes, woo, oh, that's acceptable. Yeah, the double standards kill me, my friends. Now,
hey, I'm not as big as I think I am. Like, I am big, but like, I ain't that big.
Yes, the fuck you are. You big as fuck, cuz. You're big as shit, nigga.
I'm big as fuck, but you big.
What are you talking about? Stop lying to yourself. Filters don't work in real life.
Alright, that's a little bit too much swearing. But the reason I want to show this video is because we gotta make women stop living in this delusional world. That is a fat woman. That is a 195-pound woman right there. Her brother that just crossed her is 160 to 170 pounds. She's bigger than a man. But we have made it almost acceptable and normal for women to be this size, especially in the black community, and then we accept it as juicy. We have to stop this.
Next week, we're going to do that gym. We're going to get that cauliflower rice and that salmon next week. We're going to start the keto. We're going to start.
Gentlemen, you have to stop congratulating big, obese women because you have an obsession with hitting it because it's fat. You don't want to marry it. So stop complimenting women this size. They have to get it together. Our women have to regain the discipline to start being normal size. Simple. Not fat shaming. I'm saying we need to get healthier in the black community. Diabetes and heart disease is the most highest amongst the black population. That shouldn't be tolerated. But we need to help ourselves. Here it is in reverse.
This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Everything is okay.
This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Everything, it's okay. Alright?
No. You see what I'm talking about? We must accept all of the things that are okay on the woman. But it's not okay to be that way on a man. Man not allowed to be broke. You're not allowed to have a little thingy thing. No. All of those things are not allowed. So this one, gentlemen, will show you why women will remain single. Especially females in the black community. Just watch this and alright, just watch it.
Me out at a certain place that I am frequently at, and he's really attractive, and we have really good conversations, you know, as I'm coming and going from this place, nothing too deep. And I politely turned him down. And here's why. And I'm going to get called superficial. Number one, I know that he does not make enough money. I make more money than him. And I have just learned that in most situations, if you make more money than the man, even though they might start off being encouraging and cool about it, sooner or later it will start to eat at them. But especially for black women, situations like that just don't turn out well. And not only do I make more money than him based on his job, he just doesn't make a lot, period. I'm just saying, for me as a black woman, it is not in my best interest to date someone in his particular financial area. Bear me the speech of, well, what if things go well? You have to fall and the net will catch you. There ain't no net, honey, especially for black women, all right? And this is not a romantic comedy. This is real life. Yes.
Oh, I'm glad she realized it's no romantic comedy, because she's going to be waiting a long, long, long time based on her fairy tale delusional self. Because one thing I notice, her roots at the hairline already starting to grow gray. She ain't no young thing. She's past her prime and she's still picky. It blows my mind. I'm so disappointed by so many black women when they come with this crap. And I really think she's just projecting her failure to find a man. She's trying to justify the fact that she's still single at this age. As a black woman. What the hell does that mean? I hate when black Americans use this term. As a black woman, I can't date down. As a black woman, I cannot or should not date a man that makes less money than me. As a black woman. Where the hell did this term come from? To the point where, okay, let's just say Becky decides to marry a guy who makes less money than her. What is the benefit or what is the lack of benefits to her versus a black woman? Please name it. Tell me, as a black woman, what's wrong with dating a man that makes less than you? Marrying a man that makes less than you. Give me one scenario, as opposed to not marrying a man, period. I'm waiting. What is the difference and what would be the negative effect? If the man has enough money to take care of himself, okay, and you have enough to take care of yourself, what is the problem? I know one thing is for certain. He would make you save money because he can live on less, which is what all you women need. And I just want to read 2 comments on this one because this one was just too much for me. Rue Animation said, so let me get this straight. You came on social media to talk about a man you don't date and don't plan on dating just to tell us how much more money you make than him. Tough. Yeah. And someone added to that. And to show how narrow-minded, shallow, and materialistically jealous of other women that she has to settle for a man's money and not the best man for the job of loving her past youth and beauty. You can't make this up. Yes, I love how men just pointed out your stupidity. It's just not me that's seeing it. Sleepy Is said, want to solve this problem? It can be done in 2 steps. Step 1, buy a dog. Step 2, die alone. And this, I'll end it with this one. Stop with the me as a black woman speech. It's more of a me as a superficial woman. That's it. End the story. Wow. Mind-blowing. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up there. So listen, if you guys want to book a session, get me over on askanolderman.com. Let's have a chat. Let me help you with any issues you have, okay? If you have a quick question, get me over on Instagram on Ask an Older Man. And remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one.